HDB announced that more than a third of the flats launched in October 2025 BTO will have waiting time less than 3 years. This basically covers 4 projects: Chencharu Grove, Yishun Glade, Fernvale Plains at Sengkang, and Ping Yi Court at Bedok. In this video, I'm going to discuss the waiting time for these projects as well as the pros and cons. The first one is Chencharu Grove. Chencharu Grove will comprise 6 residential blocks with total of 826 flats ranging from 2-room flexi to 5-room flats. This project has an estimated waiting time of 2 years and 7 months. Residents in this project will enjoy recreational facilities such as fitness corners, children's playgrounds, a communal garden, and also a preschool. Residents will also enjoy convenient access to a wide range of dining and retail options at Khatib Central, Wisteria Mall, North Point City, and Yishun Park Hawker Center. They can also look forward to a proposed mixed-use integrated development nearby, which will feature a hawker center, more retail shops, and a bus interchange, providing easy connectivity for residents to Khatib MRT station on the north-south line. And interestingly, this project will also include a 418-unit single-room shared facilities public rental block. When completed, this will replace the pilot site at the former Anderson Junior College Hostel at Ang Mo Kio Avenue 8, which is currently only available for interim use. So what do I like about this project? I like that this project is still somewhat within walking distance to the MRT station, and that this is also a budget-friendly option if you are looking for a BTO in the October 2025 launch that is still relatively affordable. And this project also have a good 2-room flat supply if you are single applicants or seniors. I also appreciate that this project has a good flat type selection from 2-room flexi, 3-room, 4-room, and also 5-room flats. Among all of the October 2025 BTO, actually 2 years and 7 months is already the fastest. So this project, along with Yishun Glade, is already the fastest project to be completed, so that's also another pro. But on the other hand, we do have to acknowledge that there is a lack of on-site amenities for this particular project. But then, as mentioned, there will be an integrated development just across the street, and other BTO nearby will also have supermarket, hawker center, etc. So if you live here, you can just walk to the other development. Another thing to note is that because the Chencharu area is still being transformed, there will be some construction dust and noise from the surrounding areas at least for several years to come. And then because it is relatively close to Sembawang Air Base, there will be some airplane noise, although some people argue that it only serves like helicopters, which is not so noisy, but that is something to be considered. If you are interested for this project, you also need to consider the ballot risk, because for Yishun in October 2025 BTO, there are 2 projects. This Chencharu Grove and the other one is Yishun Glade, which is further away from MRT station. But overall, this is a decent option if you wish to get a budget-friendly BTO that is within walking distance to an MRT station. And furthermore, is Khatib MRT station, so it can take you directly to either City Hall MRT station or Raffles Place MRT station without changing trains. The integrated development nearby will also be a great amenity source in the future. For families, this development is also suitable because there are quite a lot of school options nearby. However, because the area is still being transformed, do expect noise and dust from construction sites in the next several years. Next, let's talk about Yishun Glade BTO. Bounded by Yishun Street 31 and Yishun Ring Road, Yishun Glade comprises 4 15-story residential blocks with 569 units of 2-room flexi and 4-room flats. This project has an estimated waiting time of 2 years and 7 months, so it's exactly same waiting time with Chencharu Grove. Drawing inspiration from the nearby Sungai Khatib Bongsu Mangrove, Yishun Glade is designed with lush greenery reflecting its green surroundings. In terms of the on-site facilities, this project will have a preschool and a senior care center. Nearby amenities include Junction 9, Yishun Mall, and Yishun Public Library. If you like outdoor activities, from this project, you will have easy access to the Khatib Bongsu Park connector linking to Yishun Pond Park. So what do I like about this project? Well, this is another affordable option in the October 2025 BTO launch. There are plenty of school options if you have young children. We already mentioned about the good amenities where you can just take a bus ride to Junction 9 or North Point City Mall. And also there are plenty of two-room flexi supply. Another thing that I appreciate is that the surrounding area is fully developed, so there's no need to worry about construction noises in the nearby areas. And of course, in terms of waiting time, it will only be 2 years, 7 months, which is the fastest in the October 2025 BTO launch. But what do I don't appreciate about this project? Well, note that this project is quite far from the MRT station. It's about 1.5 kilometers away from Yishun MRT station, which means that you will need to rely on feeder buses. In terms of the flat type, this project also have a very limited option. You'll only have 2-room flexi and 4-room flats, but then that's it. Do note that because the location is quite far from the MRT station, this project might have limited resale value and also limited rentability in the future. Between the two Yishun BTO, the surrounding area of this Yishun Glade is actually more mature even though they are bus ride away. However, the downside is this one again is quite far from the Yishun MRT station. Singles can consider this project because it has quite a lot of supply of 2-room flexi. Next, we have the Fernvale Plains BTO at Sengkang. This project comprises 5 residential blocks ranging in height from 23 to 26 stories, including a rental block. This project has an estimated waiting time of 2 years and 8 months. The development will offer 830 units of 2-room flexi, 4-room and 5-room flats, along with 207 CCA unit, which is the 5th CCA project to be launched in Singapore. Eligible seniors who right-size to a CCA may apply for the enhanced silver housing bonus up to $40,000 when the enhancement takes effect in December 2025. Fernvale Plains will feature 2 distinctive gardens with amenities for all ages, including children's playgrounds for young families, fitness stations for active residents, and a hard court for recreational activities. In addition, a rooftop garden will provide a tranquil space for residents to enjoy. There will also be a preschool to serve families with young children. Nearby amenities include Seletar Mall, Fernvale Community Club with its integrated hawker center, and Compass One shopping mall in the Sengkang Town Center. Residents will be served by Kupang LRT station, which connects to Sengkang MRT station and bus interchange. What I like about this project is definitely it is within walking distance to the MRT station. So according to Google Map, it's about 250 meters to Kupang LRT station, and there are plenty of school options if you have school-age kids. And the amenities nearby is also quite okay. If you like an active lifestyle, this project is located near Sengkang Riverside Park. And if you like some good food, you are actually quite close to Jalan Kayu, which is only 1 LRT stop away. On the other hand, what are the downside of this project? Well, if you live here, you need to have the patience to take LRT every day because you have to switch from LRT to MRT station, and Sengkang MRT station, by the way, is not the most efficient, especially if you need the lift. For example, if you are using a wheelchair or need a stroller, etc. And there will be some construction dust and noises from the surrounding areas because the land plot nearby are still either empty or still being developed. And also please note that some blocks will face the expressway, so you need to be very careful when you choose your unit. However, overall, I actually still quite like this project. I think this is one of the best options if you have a limited budget in this October 2025 BTO. However, indeed, it is quite far away from the CBD area. If you are working there, you need to be mentally prepared with the long commute. However, if let's say you have a limited budget, this project can be a stepping stone for your property journey in the future. Next, let's talk about the Pingi Court at Bedok. Nestled around the Chai Chee Street, Pingi Court comprises 5 15-story residential blocks with 862 flats ranging from 2-room flexi to 3-gen flats. This project has an estimated waiting time of 2 years and 9 months. The development features a distinctive courtyard design with blocks thoughtfully arranged around the site's perimeter to create communal spaces that promote resident interaction and community bonding. Amenities include a preschool, rooftop garden, playgrounds, and fitness stations. Residents will have an easy access to nearby amenities such as Kaki Bukit 511 Market and Food Center, Bedok Mall, and Heartbeat at Bedok, which houses a community club, library, swimming complex, and sports center, all under one roof. So what do I like about this project? I appreciate that this project has various flat types from 2-room flexi, 3-room, 4-room, 5-room, and 3-gen flats. And I think this project is also suitable if, let's say, you're driving a car because it is a short drive to central area or to Changi. Another thing to note is that this plot is surrounded by low-rise buildings, so high floors at certain blocks have the chance to get an unblocked view. Another good thing about this project is I predict that the application rate for this particular BTO will be on the lower side even though it's a mature town because the location is quite far from the MRT station. Now on the other hand, what are the challenges that you will face if you pick this project? I think first and foremost, we cannot sugarcoat that this location is quite far from the MRT station. According to Google Map, it's about 1.5 kilometers away from Bedok MRT station. So this means that unless you have a private vehicle, you will need to rely on feeder buses. Amenities within walking distance around the area is quite limited. I mean, there are some in nearby HDB blocks, but then overall, if you want more amenities, you need to travel a little bit either to Bedok or to Kembangan. And because the location is quite far from the MRT station, do note that you might have a limited resale or rental potential in the future. Another thing that I am struggling with this project is because the high entry price. I think among all of the 4 projects that has shorter waiting time, this project is the most expensive out of these 4. So that is something to take note of. So in summary, I think this project looks good on paper, but if we double click, there are some downsides that you need to be aware of. This project is pretty much located in a hidden corner of a mature town, and the amenities and also school options nearby are pretty scarce. You then have to consider whether the high entry price is worth it for you to take this project. That is, of course, a personal decision that you and your family would need to make. If you don't really like any of the location of the 4 projects that I've mentioned just now, don't worry because October 2025 BTO also offer other locations such as in Ang Mo Kio, Bishan, Bukit Merah, Jurong East, and Toa Payoh. If you want to know more about other projects offered in October 2025 BTO, please go to my channel because I have plenty of videos discussing about that. To support my work, you can give a one-time tip by pressing the thanks button, pick the amount that you want, and click buy and send. Or you can also press the join button for exclusive contents and monthly membership. Your support means a lot to keep us independent. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!